We're here with our old friend, Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. Now, Richard, you just told me something very important that you wanted me to say, but I don't remember what it was, so can you say it for me? It was something about numbers and percentages and things that I don't understand.
This is the best way for loan officers to keep the majority of the revenue that they earn every year, just like a real estate agent.
Got it.
You know, real estate agents pay what we call a cap in industry. Normally, it's around $16,000 to $20,000, and then after they pay in their commission to reach that for the company, they keep 100% of it. So we're going to do the same thing at Richard Toccato Companies. You as a loan officer are going to pay us a cap of $16,000, and everything else you keep. Everything else you earn is yours. So real quick, an example: if you make $200,000 in a year, I'm going to take $16,000 of it, and then you're going to keep $184,000. The traditional model that loan officers work on now, they do $200,000 in revenue, and they keep about $80,000 or $100,000.
Really?
So this is going to change the game. We're going to do what other real estate firms have been doing for years, but we're doing it on the mortgage broker side.
And this is something that's not being done anywhere. It's totally different.
Totally different, not being done anywhere else. We're also going to have revenue share. So if you bring loan officers to us, you're going to make money off. You're going to make money from a downline, just like EXP or Keller Williams.
Wow.
So it's you got to check it out. Just go to workwithrichard.info. It's simple. Workwithrichard.info. See if it's for you. Give me a call. Let's have a conversation.
Okay, you want me to try to say it?
Yeah, you say it.
Check it out. Workwithrichard.info.
Hi, I'm Thomas Davis, and let me tell you why I'm a proud member of Team Neogenics.
If your nagging pain is keeping you from being active, do something about it. Join the long list of pros and average Joes who have found relief with our stem cell and regenerative therapies.
After trying all the others, I decided to try Neogenics. My knees and shoulders haven't felt this good since my college days. If you want to get back in the game, do what I did. Visit Neogenics, where all you have to lose is pain.
Our nation's second president, John Adams, always slept on the left side of the bed. He believed this would increase his chances of having positive dreams and a more successful next day. That's why every mattress we sell here at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress includes a left side.
And for those that prefer waking up on the right side of the bed, our mattresses come with one of those too.
This President's Day, you can save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic sets. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little extra. Uncensored, unedited, and almost uninterrupted. Get ready for the most extra podcast known to man. The Ace and TJ Show presents the Extra Funny Podcast.
I had to do a little investigating this morning, actually looking up police reports.
All right. Okay.
Because the story that I found was a 60-year-old man in Florida who had been arrested at a clothing optional beach because he was naked. So that doesn't make sense. So I'm like, why would the police in Florida, where things are more free than any other state, why would police go arrest a man on a nude beach for being nude? So I looked up the police report, and the main thing was that there was a clothing optional beach, but there's a walkway near the beach that goes to other beaches, and you can't see that beach from this walkway. And then normal people, who aren't freak nudists,
right,
are going to those other beaches. So he was in a position where they saw him, and that's what it was. But the police report, if you've never looked at an official police report, it gets some interesting things here. The officer's account, the arresting officer, says, on March 9th, 2023, at approximately 12:30 p.m., I was on foot patrol, and it's St. Lucie County, Florida. This has been an aggressive and ongoing effort by us to do the numerous complaints fielded by the Sheriff's Office personnel regarding lewd behavior occurring in the pathways located in the north area of the beach. Okay, now here's where it gets interesting, and this is just like regular police talk and stuff. Maybe I'm the only one that finds it interesting. The officer says in his report, I was walking down the main path that snakes through the north end of the park. I came upon a white male walking by, and he pointed off to another subject seated in a recliner chair. You know, those beach chairs that go back. As I approached the subject, I saw him recline back in the chair, completely nude, with a tan hat over his face. As I looked at the scenario, I saw the subject's penis completely exposed. The penis and its neighboring scrotum were stuffed into a metal ring commonly referred to as a cock ring. Cock rings are rings that go around the penis and scrotum for the purpose of slowing blood flow out of an erection and can aid in making erections harder and last longer. Additionally, I know this is all boring police talk. Additionally, each of the subject's respective testicles were also stuffed into their own metal ring. The main ring was tethered to a metal chain that extended out between the subject's legs to a stick that was shoved into the ground.
What?
The end of the chain had a metal ring that was attached to the stick and suspended the chain in the air. At the base of the stick was a cloth laid out, and had a note written on it. The note reads, "Hello, please feel free to investigate gently." So he's laying there in his beach chair with a hat over his face. He's completely naked. He's wearing one of those rings that goes all the way around the penis and the testicles. And then it's attached to a chain that comes out and hooks to a metal rod that he's shoved in the ground, and says, "Feel free to investigate gently."
Oh my God.
Let's see. Okay. His name's Newman. Hello, Newman. His last name is Newman. Was putting himself on display in the public walkway path that leads to multiple beach accesses and attached a device to his penis and scrotum sac with a chain and a note that reads as an invitation for passersby to grab onto the chain and gently tug on the chain that's attached to his penis and scrotum sac. He was baiting a sexual encounter, and I guess you can't do that now.
If he were not in an area where if he were in an area where only the people on the clothing optional beach could see him,
Yeah.
would that be okay, or would
No.
it still be illegal?
No, it would still be illegal.
Because he's trying to entice people to do something sexual with him. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, said he was, that the guy said, I'm just hoping to meet someone and go back to their house for a sexual encounter, maybe just go home with someone's phone number.
Okay.
No big deal. I'll take what I can get.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then they list the statute, how it states that you can't do that. You can be naked but on those beaches, but you can't do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you imagine seeing some 60-year-old man laying out on the beach in that contraption?
What the hell is that? It's got a leash on his nuts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
is
I
that?
get it. Well, the ring, like say this is the his penis, and then his
Neighboring scrotum.
Yeah, neighboring his neighboring scrotum, and the ring goes all the way around that and the balls, and then that ring has the chain attached to it. So I guess when you pull the chain, it messes with everything, because all of his business is encompassed into that one ring.
I mean, first, ow. But secondly, that's just on a beach. You just got a hat covering his face, just laying there, hoping somebody comes up and tugs on this thing.
Is he napping? Is that like that's why he's got
Or
the
is
hat
he
over?
trying to
his
hide
eyes?
his identity?
No, he's probably just laying there getting a tan. You know, when I lay out in my reclining beach chair like that, I'll doze off.
Yeah.
You know, but
That'll
I'm-
wake you up though when somebody decides
it's
to
like,
investigate. Yoink! Hello.
Hey, wake up!
If I was if I had my kids out there or something, please believe if I'm a father or even a mother, grab that steak and just rip it.
But who gets up in the morning, says, "Ooh, I feel like going to the beach today." All right, I got my sunscreen, I got my towel, I got my cooler and my beach chair. Oh, wait, where's my cock ring and chain and leash and stake to go in the ground?
He's lucky no one beat the shit out of him.
But here's the thing. If you got a nude beach, people are going to look at that like, oh, well, this is what, this is what people are out here for, this kind of thing. We're all exhibitionists is probably what he was thinking. We're all exhibitionists here.
Yeah, but I don't know. Isn't that a little bit too far?
Well, I mean, I can see where it would get cloudy in a person's judgment.
It's the gray area.
How are they going to say, oh, now you're all, moral society out here running around naked, but I just took it to another level. I'm just the same as you are sitting here. I just have, a bunch of metal wrapped around my genitals.
But he went to a not nude
Well,
beach.
he was at the nude beach, but he was too far in, like he was up close to the path where normal people were walking. Yeah, okay. So he should, if he would have been down on the beach, maybe none of the rest of the nude beach goers would have even said anything.
Right.
But some normal guy pointed to the cop and said, "Hey, there's a guy over there that's being a freak."
And I wonder if, because he was on the nude beach, people could see, obviously they would say something like, hey man, maybe if he didn't have all that stuff attached to him, somebody might have yelled, "Hey man, you need to move down a little bit," and not call the cops. But when the guy saw the whole thing, he was like, "I need to call the cops on this one."
And doesn't that shit get hot? All that metal?
Yeah, I would think so.
Out there in the sun?
Yeah. You would think so.
Yeah, and if even one grain of sand is caught in there, that's just bad. That's a rash.
How does he put it on? Like, I want to know how it all attaches. And did he put it on once he got out there?
But he doesn't look like the type of guy that would even think about doing anything like that.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, he does.
Now, is that a guy that's hoping a woman is going to see that and go, "You know what? That's so hot. I got to learn more about this guy." Or is he a gay
that's
guy?
what he said. He was just looking, for somebody to take him up on his offer there. Maybe go back to their, at best, go back to their house for a sexual encounter, and at worst, just get a phone number.
I figured she'd like it. Me being staked into the ground.
But you're going somewhere where there are people running around naked at a beach.
That's true.
You got to figure they must be kind of freaky.
Yeah.
But those quote unquote nudists always try to act all high and mighty, like this is not sexual. This is not sexual. Well, it may not be to you, but it probably is. I always assume that it is, and they're just saying that so they don't seem like trash. Like this, we're good nudists. And I always picture the nudists to be unkempt,
Wild and free.
Mm-hmm.
You mean like crazy hair and stuff? And
then looking like they got Colin Kaepernick and head scissors.
A lot of bush.
Yeah. They like.
See, I don't. I always picture the nudists to be very well groomed.
You do?
For some reason. Yeah, because they're.
Because you fantasize it.
No, I mean because they're nude. It just seems like they would make certain that they don't have a lot of hair to expose even more of their bodies.
Nah, they don't care.
No, I just think that they're all, they always, they used to call people who were naked, they would say they're all natural. So I figure they may have like dreadlocks down there or something.
Is it married guy, single guy?
Didn't say.
That's not something you want to find out about your spouse. Be like, wait a minute, he was doing, wait, what? Yeah. Like if she didn't know anything about that.
Right.
Yeah.
What? Explain the leash thing? I mean, that would just be.
You told me you were going to the pier to fish.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I was
and
fishing.
That's why you needed all that tackle.
Yeah.
I was fishing for somebody to do some tugging on this thing.
Ooh, I need to pull that out.
And does he?
Thank you, Rob.
Does he keep the note, or does he write a new note every time? He's like, that's my wiener pulling note.
I'm guessing that it's the same one because it's written on cloth. He said so.
Written on cloth.
Yeah.
Written on cloth.
And that way, if it gets wet,
it doesn't get messed up.
It's like his beach towel, so he just puts it back in his glove compartment.
Oh, I hate this.
He's probably got all that stuff in a bag that he keeps hidden in the trunk of the car.
This
or
is my
something.
wiener leash bag.
Yeah.
And I wonder how many times he's done it and not been arrested for it. Because this is obviously his first time to be arrested. But I don't know. I mean, if you're 60 and you think, oh, hey, there's a naked beach down there. There'll be people just running around naked. They probably freaks. Let me get my deer chain.
Yeah. He's like, this is the first time anybody's ever complained.
Yeah, I wonder how many times he's done this before, if he has, and nobody's ever complained.
Yeah, that's
because
what I'm
if he's
saying.
in a different part of the beach, maybe nobody says anything. So did he first start going to the beach like, I'm just going to be nude? Then I walk around a little bit, and then it's like I'm gonna take it a little bit next level with just the ring.
Well,
see what happens. You know, has he done the chain thing before? Has he been successful? I got a lot of questions.
I think that what happens with these things is that, okay, it's publicized that this is and they say clothing optional, but I mean, who's going to go there, that's not there for gawking reasons and keep their clothes on, unless it's got, it's the best surfing in the area and you just want to go and surf. So a lot of these people see that that's a nude beach and they're like, okay, I'm gonna go down to that nude beach because they are there, for the reasons of looking at ugly people naked.
That's what they said. Let's go look at some ugly people naked.
Yeah. So he may have looked at that like, I'm gonna start going to this nude beach because I'm trying to get my perv on.
Yeah. Get my perv on.
He looks like he would say something like that. But I want to know what was going through his mind to lay back and put a hat over his face for security purpose, safety reasons. He should stay alert.
Right.
In case somebody came by there and stomped down on that chain.
Or is that part of it that he doesn't know when somebody's going to tuck the chain?
Somebody's dog
just hears
could get
them
loose.
coming up. They don't, he doesn't really know what's happening.
He just tenses up when he hears footsteps. Like,
Yeah, when he hears somebody coming, let me just take a look real quick. Or maybe he
hear
can see
footsteps in the sand.
But maybe he's got the hat perched on his face in such a manner that he can see, like as they come up, right as they come up, get close to him, he can see their feet or something and see what they're about to do.
Yeah, I pictured it being a bucket hat as opposed to a cap style thing. One of those soft bucket hats laying all the way over his face.
So he can probably see out the bottom of that thing.
Because nothing, I think, would be more attractive than a 60-year-old man naked with all of this equipment around his genitals wearing a bucket hat with fishing lures on it. Mm-hmm. Man, I'm getting turned on.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little something extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Winter is here, which means you're just going to stay inside and not do anything fun and exciting, right? No, that is wrong, because this year you're going to go to acetj.com/Gaston and see all of the incredible things that you can do right now in Gaston County. Everything is laid out for you, from things to do, to restaurants, to bars, to shopping, to unique weekend activities. And we'll get you ready for the spring and the summer with a list of all their great festivals. Find all of this and much more at acetj.com/Gaston.
If you're so frustrated because you're having to run around all the time, you're so busy, you feel like you're not getting your family something great to eat, then you need Culver's. It's the perfect thing for you. Always made to order, fresh, hot ingredients all day, every day.
And not only do they have the freshest ingredients all day, every day, but they are a part of the community. They're proud to be a part of the Indian Trail community where they're under new ownership. Belmont, University area, Salisbury. Make them a part of your daily routine. Make it your new neighborhood spot. Short waits for the freshest food in town. Get details at acetj.com/Culver's.